work ethic is absolutely more important, because if you're not going to at least get out there, it doesn't matter how much experience you have, you're not going to work.
When it comes to having long-term success, how important is culture, structure, and leadership?
I think it's all pretty important because we all have the similar goal of growing and heading somewhere successful.
All right, welcome to the Behind the Knock podcast. Today I got Ramiro. Ramiro, how do you say your last name?
Vera. I have two last names. So
Okay. It's one of those Hispanic things, right?
yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
Not as super long. I don't have a middle name.
Dang it. It's this close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang
it. So Ramiro and I have been working together for a long time. He's one of the first people I worked with at the previous organization when I first got started into door-to-door. So Ramiro, when I first started there and we were working together, how long had you been doing it up to that point?
Dang, I don't remember. When did you start?
January of 23.
23? I started in like May 21.
Okay.
So maybe like a year and a half.
So you've been doing this for a fat minute.
Yeah. Good amount of time.
Yeah, Windows, baby.
Mm-hmm.
So you were doing it back when the sales were like $650 a piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$650 a piece. And that was at the time still good money.
Oh, for sure.
To what I was making before.
Yeah. Well, and you were still a younger man back then.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So leading up to working at the previous organization, what did your professional background consist of?
Mostly restaurant, kitchen, busser, working in distribution centers, things like that, construction, doing stucco work.
Okay. So blue collar and service industry.
Yeah.
Nice.
Exactly.
What distribution center?
I don't remember the names.
Are you serious?
No.
Was it like Family Dollar or Walmart or anything like that?
No, I never got into any of those ones.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's big boy shit, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I didn't qualify at the time.
Yeah. That's all right. So, what really got you into, tell me what that looked like. What made you want to get into this?
What made me want to get into door-to-door or sales?
Yeah.
I was doing construction, doing some stucco work. Just seeing the amount of money that I was making and not really feeling satisfied with that, with the bills I was paying. And then also a little bit of personal side. I wanted to grow as a person, communication-wise, and be more confident as a person.
So that's a valiant goal.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's a good reason to get into it. Do you feel like any of your past professions contributed to your success in this industry, or do you feel like you could have started from nothing?
I definitely feel like I gained some level of work ethic doing construction, but if not, then I feel like I'm a pretty hard worker regardless.
Sure. Do you feel like work ethic is more important, or do you feel like having sales experience is more important when it comes to having success in this industry?
Work ethic is absolutely more important, because if you're not going to at least get out there, it doesn't matter how much experience you have, you're not going to work.
I agree. So, Ramiro, when we first started working together, we were both on Blake's pod. Do you remember our first pod trip together?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You remember how that went?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember that house?
Yeah, the tiny house.
The tiny fucking house.
Yeah.
Do you remember where I slept in that house?
In the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
In the kitchen, yeah.
We had to move the table.
Yep.
So I could put my air mattress in the kitchen.
Yeah.
There was one bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
We had to share that bathroom. I want to know kind of, because leading up to that, you had gone on a lot of other trips. What was your weirdest experience on a trip?
It was another trip with Blake. We were staying outside of Ephraim, and I was pretty excited because we could see pictures of the Airbnb, and the pictures were like of this big building. But when we got there, it was like a quarter of the space that we were allowed to use.
No way.
And they packed like maybe 10 of us guys in there. And they only had like 2 rooms, 1 bathroom. And things got pretty crazy in there.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, we really got to know each other really
Yeah,
well.
I'm sure. So what are some of the things that kind of tie a team together when you're in the shit like that? Like when you're in those circumstances, what are some of the things that make it tolerable?
I guess communication and just respecting boundaries.
Yeah.
Things like that. Just respecting that we don't all get to share a bed. Not like share one bed, but
Yeah.
like we're not all gonna have a place to like a nice place to sleep. But we
Yeah.
just got to deal with it, and for the opportunity that we came out for to make some money, grow as a person.
Was it worth it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Have you ever been on a sales trip and felt like it wasn't worth it?
Sometimes, but I've learned that it's not just about the money that you can gain from a trip in sales. You learn a lot more. You grow a lot more.
Yeah.
Money is just like a part of it.
Sure. I would agree with you. So with all those sales trips that you've been on, what do you think was your favorite, like the best experience that you had on a sales trip?
When I went to Idaho Falls, that was probably the best time, best trip.
Okay. What are some of the things that happened out there specifically that kind of stood out to you?
The people out there are pretty nice. I was also pretty um eager to work, so I was like, we were doing like one of those competitions. What is it called again?
Kickoff.
The kickoffs.
Yeah.
To start off the quarter.
Uh-huh.
And they offered a bunch of prizes and then checks for a part of the total revenue. So I was really gunning for the top spot, and I got it, and I won every prize.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, so that's what made it. I pretty much stole the show, so it was pretty good.
Well, sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
What was the best prize that you won on one of those trips?
Probably the giant check, and I won a Segway. I already had one,
Yeah.
but I won another one.
Just rolling in the segways.
Yeah.
Do you still have it?
No, I ended up selling it to someone else just for some extra cash.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you still have a Segway?
Yeah, I do.
Still rip around on that thing, or is it just sitting in a corner?
It was for a while, but yeah, I still use it sometimes.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So, I know at the previous organization we worked together for a while. I moved down to Mesa, and then you left. What happened? Where did you go after that? And leading up to like today, what has that progression path kind of looked like for you?
When I left, I was going through personal problems in my own life, so I just felt like I couldn't be in that company anymore. So I just took a step back and tried to find a different opportunity. And I found another company that was the installer for the previous company, and just started working with them. Became a leader there, started closing some deals for them, and that was pretty good. And then I realized that there was no structure there, and there's no leadership like there was in the last company, and that what I've found here proficient.
Yeah. So how important is that stuff when it comes to having long-term success? How important is culture, structure, and leadership?
I think it's all pretty important because we all have the similar goal of growing and heading somewhere successful. And I couldn't find that. It almost felt like I was the only one who still wanted that.
Yeah. Kind of a free for all a little bit. And I think that works for some people, but a lot of people, they kind of thrive off of the structure and the leadership and the mentorship within the organization. So, well, that's good. I'm glad that you found your way back. I know that you were doing something a little bit different, like completely different when we talked to each other. What were you doing?
Oh, the work?
Yeah.
I was doing trusses.
Trusses.
I went back to blue collar work.
Yeah. Well, you look good, dude. It looks like you've been taking care of yourself.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Took some serious time with the gym
Good.
in that time that I wasn't working.
It helps.
Hmm.
It helps.
Yeah.
It's like a natural antidepressant.
Hmm.
That's for sure.
Yeah. I even did I didn't get a full 3 days, but I tried like a 3-day fast,
Dang.
and it made a huge difference, but that was tough.
Yeah, for
Especially
sure.
someone who loves food. So
Yeah. What's your favorite food?
I don't think I have a favorite. I just love food in general. I like protein, like
Okay.
chicken, meat.
Meat.
Yeah. I
Nice.
didn't want to say meat, but
Yeah. Yeah. I know where you were going with it.
Yeah.
If you had to pick like a style of food, like Mexican or Chinese food or like Tex-Mex, if you had to like live the rest of your life off of one style of food, what would it be?
Mm, I don't think I've tried Tex-Mex, but I already grew up on Mexican food, so Mexican food, I think.
Pretty easy answer.
There's a lot of variety in that.
Yeah. Well, that would be my answer too. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Like, yeah.
I just think it's like very basic, not basic, but it's like the fundamentals of food. You got beans, rice,
Mm-hmm.
you got all the meat too,
Mm-hmm.
shredded beef, pork,
Yeah.
all the good stuff.
Some carne asada.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is like the weirdest food that you've ever eaten? I know that Mexican food can get a little crazy sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
like cow tongue, and what's probably the weirdest one that you've had?
I can't put a name on that. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. Cow tongue's not that bad, honestly. The thought of it is kind of weird, but if you eat it without just knowing what it is, it's pretty much like the same meat.
Yeah, someone would have to trick me into that
Yeah.
for sure. Like, hey, this is steak.
Yeah.
What does it taste like?
Actually didn't like fish for a long time.
Okay.
Growing up, my mom would actually tell me it was chicken.
No way.
That's how she would feed it to me.
Tastes like soft chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fair. So circling back, I know that you were doing trusses. What made you want to like come and try this again and get back into this?
So I was working and doing trusses, and just seeing the payout from doing that, it just wasn't good. Wasn't like what I used to get, and it was kind of depressing.
Yeah.
Seeing who I was working hard to be and what I wanted to achieve with all my goals, and almost feeling like I let it go and I wanted it back. I wanted to keep going for it again.
Yep. Well, I can tell that you're in a way better spot right now, and I'm proud of you, dude. Like it's really cool to see. You can tell that you've got it seems like you've got your personal life in order. You've got your physical life in order. That's pretty awesome. Do you feel like you're a little bit more prepared for an opportunity like this?
Yeah, especially with the experience I gained from working as a closer with the other company.
Sure. How important do you feel like preparation in your personal life is to having success in your work life in a field like this?
Sorry, say that again.
How important do you feel like having your shit together in your personal life is in regards to having success in your career with a sales organization?
I think it's pretty important, just so you don't have too many distractions. If you have a lot of problems or bills back at home, it's going to be harder to focus on the job and task at hand. And also, the thing with sales is trying to figure out and solve people's problems, and you can't solve other people's problems if you're dealing with a lot of problems in your own head.
Yeah. It's a really good way of putting it. It's really hard to take care of somebody else if you're not taking care of yourself.
Right.
That's a really good way of putting it. So moving forward, I know that you've got a lot of goals. I know that you've got a lot that you want to do. What are some of your goals within the next year?
Within the next year, I would like to be a closer again. I want to pay off some debts. I want to start making better investments, like into the stock market or buying property, land, real estate. just putting my money in better places
Yeah.
than I have been.
Smart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You always want to get to a point where your money's working for you instead of you working for your money.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
And then 5 years from now, what would you want that to look like for you?
House, family, probably here in St. George. This is where I grew up, but I do want to live somewhere else sometime. I just don't know yet.
You don't know where?
Yeah.
Do you want it to be like, what kind of weather would you want that to be like where you live?
I think somewhere in the middle where it's like not too cold, but not too hot.
Okay.
I don't mind the cold, but I think maybe somewhere where I could go snowboarding. I want to do that more.
Okay. Dude, you could live in Southern California and then just drive up to what is it called? Bear Lake, I think.
Bear Lake.
Bear Lake. I think they've got like a snow resort up there.
All right.
The snow's kind of shitty, but yeah, nothing like Utah.
Yeah. It's the best snow in, what is it called?
Greatest snow on earth.
Greatest snow on earth.
Yeah. It's true, bro. If you've ever been like snowboarding or in the snow anywhere else, like some places it's like hard packed. So it's like you're snowboarding on ice.
Mm.
And I think it's called Bear Lake. It's like up in Northern California. It's literally like you're snowboarding on dirty snow. It's like muddy, like crusty fucking. Yeah, dude. It's nasty. It was very pretty. We stayed in a cabin up there, but yeah, it's Utah. We're fucking spoiled rotten here in Utah.
Dang.
Where have you gone snowboarding?
I've gone to there's one like outside of Beaver. I forget what that one's called.
Is it Brine Head?
That one's outside of Cedar,
Yeah.
I think. There's another one just outside of Beaver. I forget what it's called though.
Is it like a smaller, like it's got like one lift, right?
I think it might have like 2 lifts.
Okay.
But yeah, that was a good one. That's where the first time I went. And then, and I don't remember the names of the places I've gone. I've only gone twice. But
Okay.
another one was just outside of Bountiful, I think.
Was it Park City?
No, it was more north on the other side of the mountain.
Okay.
But I forget the names.
It's probably a lot bigger than the other one that you went to outside of Beaver.
Yeah, that one was, I had a better time there.
Yeah. Do you feel like you're pretty good at it?
That's pretty decent.
Yeah.
I feel like.
We got to go.
Yeah.
We got to go.
Definitely.
I've only been like 4 times, but I picked it up really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Been on boards my whole life, so it was really easy to just kind of hop on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the first time I went, it was like end of February.
Oh, yeah.
So the snow wasn't the best.
Yeah.
And I was going on the beginner's route.
The Bunny Hill?
Yeah, the Bunny Hill.
Hell yeah.
And the ice was icy. It was no snow.
Yeah,
so,
dude.
I was slipping a lot, but I think it really helped me get the hang of it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to go one of these times. I was a ripstick kid. So, you ever ride a ripstick?
Oh, yeah, I could do
Dude,
that.
it's just like snowboarding.
Yeah.
It's like you're trying to carve on the ground and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to
turn your feet like that.
Yeah, dude. If you want to get good at snowboarding, kids, ripstick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you're here with us at Proficient. Glad to have you, bro. You killed it on the last trip. I know that we all kind of it was a struggle bus out there.
It was. I was not letting up though. I was doing my best.
I know it, man. You were persistent to the very end. You definitely made it worth it in the fourth quarter, for sure. I know that you had a little bit of success in the end there. What are some of the things that you kind of pull from when I know we talked about this out there on those last couple days that I was there. What's your why? Like, what's your reason when you're just getting your fucking teeth absolutely kicked in? What's that thing that you pull from in the back of your mind that reminds you that you got to keep going?
For me, it's my family. I don't have any like wife or kids, but like my mom and siblings and stuff. My family brought me here from Mexico when I was maybe more or less a year old. And so it's just the thought of trying to provide or taking that opportunity that they gave me and really making something of it and not just wasting my time and wasting my life completely partying or doing drugs all the time. And I want to take that opportunity to really make good investments, buying properties, buying a house, starting a family, and then having my legacy move on from there.
Yeah.
And then really making something of my name because my father didn't.
Yeah. Yep. You and I both, man.
Hmm.
So generational wealth
Mm-hmm.
then, and kind of being the one that changes your family's path a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
And one thing I respect about you too, is that you actually bought your mom windows for her house.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was really fucking cool, dude. Like that's one of those things that really your respect level in my mind went up like 4 notches when I saw you do that for your mom. It's pretty cool. What are some of the other things that you want to do for her moving forward?
I want to get her into a nice house. She's got a house now that she's very happy and proud of, but I want to, like, I see so many nice houses, all the neighborhoods I go to. I'm like, we got to get a house like that,
That's right.
So,
And you feel like it's achievable here?
absolutely.
And then within the company, I know that you're really ambitious, you're tenacious, and that was evident on the last trip where you just wouldn't let up. You wouldn't let up. You wouldn't let off the gas. You were always out there. Anytime I would come home, there'd be certain people on the couch, and you were never one of them. So, what are some of the things that you would like to see yourself do within the organization?
I just want to be a closer. I want to be a leader too, but that kind of like I've never really been in that territory. But having you guys around, um, I feel like I could learn a lot.
We'll teach you everything you need, man.
Yeah.
If and when you were to open an office, where would you want that to be potentially?
Maybe somewhere in the Northeast or Northwest.
Like Montana?
Yeah,
Montana?
Montana could be cool.
You said the cold doesn't bother you, bro, so
Yeah,
you might need to get used to it for something like that.
yeah, it gets pretty cold up there. Some negative degrees up there.
Oh yeah. A lot of triple pain.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of triple pain up there.
Yeah, some big deals out there.
That's right, there is. So I know that you've probably never thought of yourself as being a person that could open and run an office. Do you feel like being here with the support system do you feel like that's more attainable?
Yeah, absolutely. I was there at that point with the other company that I was basically trying to build an office. But I'm not too much of a recruiter myself, so I'm not big on trying to make someone do something that they don't feel comfortable doing.
Sure.
Yeah, but they got to want it for themselves.
Absolutely. Yep. And I think one of the things that we've really dialed in on is, dude, we've don't really incentivize warm recruiting here. What we decided we wanted to do was just create such a genuine and good culture that other people are just organically attracted to it. That's how we got Kyle. And then Kyle started talking to people, and that's how we got Callum and Danny. And then, Danny's such a good leader that people didn't want to leave him. So I think that the best way to do that is just to love what you do and genuinely show other people that you love what you do. And honestly, like, I know you're a lot like me where if you have something, you want other people to have it too. And that's really what's inspired me to try to get other people involved with this, is seeing how much this has changed my life and what it could do for other people as well. And, leading from that, how do you feel like your life has changed having been involved with the window industry?
I've grown a lot. Got my own place, got some cars. Not the best decisions, but something that I can be proud of from where I was and where I've gone.
And you had big plans for the cars too. I know that you had plans for it. Do you still have that other car?
Yeah,
you have the Mercedes, bro?
I still have it.
What's your plan?
Just to pay it off.
Okay.
Because I want that to be my primary car. But I'm kind of stuck with the the Veloster.
A
So
little bit better gas mileage, probably.
yeah,
Right?
I can just run that one to the ground. It's
That's
okay.
right, dude. Is that one paid off?
No,
No.
unfortunately not.
It's all right. You're probably a little closer with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I like what is it, a 6-speed or a 5-speed?
It's a 6-speed.
Dude, shit's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the manual transmission is underrated.
Yeah.
I got the distinct honor of driving that car one time.
All
How
right.
many people have you let drive that car?
Maybe like 3 people.
Look at me.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I don't remember the circumstances as to why I drove that car, but I knew it was a big deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I knew it was a big fucking deal.
I think we were in Loveland. I think.
It was either Loveland or Grand Junction. It was somewhere in Colorado.
Yeah, somewhere in Colorado for sure.
But yeah, I just remember feeling so honored driving that car like 3 blocks to the Airbnb. That was a good trip too. You remember that kickoff?
The Grand Junction one?
Yeah.
That one was a good one. You freaking killed it out there.
Fuck yeah, I did.
Yeah. You got a little screwed at the end there.
I did.
And I think I got second place on that, or third, I can't remember.
Dude, I went from first place to 7th place. Just from one cancellation.
Yeah.
One cancellation.
Yeah. Thanks for that, because then I got a big check off of that.
I got you, bro. Yeah. I always got you. I feel like we bonded a lot out there too. Mm-hmm. Like we grew together a lot. I showed you my song out there. You remember that?
I think it was like an old guy with a shotgun.
No.
Was that no?
No. I wrote a song.
Oh, you're the one. I forget you do that.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I haven't done it in a while, but yeah, I showed you that song. I bought you Cafe Rio that one time.
Thanks. Do you still write some songs? You wrote any new ones?
I haven't written any new ones since then. No. I kind of got out of it, but I was actually on our last trip in Albuquerque after having that big conversation in my soapbox, just talking to everybody else about how they need to follow their passion and you need to do what you love. Literally that same night I was laying in bed and I was like, what the fuck am I doing, dude? Like, I know that I'm doing well. I'm providing for my family and I'm, doing the normal good dad, good husband shit, but I'm really fucking good at writing music and I love doing it. I've never had, like, have you ever experienced like a flow state where shit just kind of pours out of you? Mm-hmm. That's what I feel like when I'm writing music. And it was actually really good for me to have that conversation with the team because it made me realize that there's certain things in my life that I'm passionate about that I'm not pursuing either. So,
man, you gotta get back on that.
I know, dude. I know. I wrote like 4 songs in like 2 months. That song I showed you, I wrote it in a night.
Yeah.
Yeah. In one night.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then I wrote like 4 songs, 3 or 4 songs right after that. And then I got all the recording equipment to like actually record it. And I started messing around with it. And I was like, this is so fucking hard. Yeah. This is so hard. And I got kind of overwhelmed. And then I just got busy and I quit doing it.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. But I'll get back into it.
Yeah, get back on the saddle.
I will. Yeah. And this is something that will allow me to do that. I think that financial freedom is great, but freedom of time is what we all strive for. Yeah. Right. So, speaking of like passions and things like that, what are some things that you're like super passionate about?
Mostly going to the gym.
Really?
Yeah, mostly going to the gym. Trying to tighten up the diet a little bit. I'm not aspiring to be a bodybuilder or anything, but I aspire to have like a physique like that.
That's right.
Just be lean as hell.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not a bad thing. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like that helps you in other areas, just feeling good about yourself?
Yeah, definitely.
What are some other, gym's pretty basic, bro. What are some other things that you're like?
I'm a pretty basic guy.
Honestly. Yeah, I know you are. I know, but like you've got to have other things that like you got hidden deep in the closet, bro. Like, do you like Yu-Gi-Oh cards or some shit?
No, not Yu-Gi-Oh. I did play a little bit of like Magic the Gathering, but I don't play that anymore.
No way.
Yeah.
Dude, you and Blake could nerd out on that shit. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't played. I played a lot with some friends that lived here but they moved up north to Salt Lake. So now they're just up there playing all the time. And I'm like, I don't know anybody down here. I stay
Assholes.
inside, I go to the gym, and I
Yeah.
come home. That's it.
Yeah, but you game too, right?
Yeah, I game a little bit.
Is it like, do you use a console or is it PC?
Console.
What console?
I use a PlayStation 5.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's your game?
Right now it's like, I forget what it's called, a MOBA, I think. It's called Predecessors. Back in the day, it was another game called Paragon, but it's like Smite, League of Legends. If you know Smite, everyone knows League of Legends. You don't know League of Legends?
No, dude.
No?
I grew up and like gaming was not something that we had we actually had two gaming consoles growing up.
Mhm.
We had a PS1 for a little while.
Classic.
Yeah, classic, bro. And we had like a couple games on there. We had like this game called Driver, if you've ever played that. And then we had another game where you were the cop and you could like chase people around and pit maneuver them and shit like that. And then when that broke, and then we got a Wii after that. So I didn't grow up gaming. I grew up digging holes and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then as an adult, I never had fucking money to do it. So like just recently have I had the financial wherewithal to be able to like justify a gaming system.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm just too damn busy.
Yeah.
Just too fucking busy, bro. I got a 2-year-old and a wife and one on the way. And dude, I don't think that my wife would let me.
Yeah.
She lets me do a lot of shit, but I don't think that's one of them.
Yeah.
So
most women don't like seeing a guy just sit around.
yeah. It's probably not like a huge turn on.
Yeah. No.
But dude, if it makes you happy, that's what you do. Do you remember the first Grand Junction trip we went on with Blake? It was Paige. Do you remember the dopamine talk that we had with Blake?
Oh yeah.
You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
You're bringing your PlayStation on all the trips and definitely finding dopamine in other places. Do you feel like that made an impact?
In a good way or a negative way?
In a good way.
In a good way?
Yeah.
Bringing my console?
No. The dopamine talk that we had with Blake.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Do you remember what he said, and can you kind of elaborate on that a little bit?
I can't remember
Okay.
exactly what he said. Oh.
Yeah. So essentially, we find dopamine in different ways, right? Some people game, some people use nicotine, some people use drugs, and whatever else we use to find dopamine from. And basically what he said was you want to reposition your thinking to be able to find dopamine in other ways.
Yeah.
And one of the things that he told me that I still talk about is being able to reset your mind to find dopamine every time you get a no on the doors. So every time someone tells you no, you should let that like allow yourself to get like a hit of dopamine off of that. Because then you don't have to go back to that house, you know?
Yeah.
You can move the fuck on to the next one.
Yeah.
So do you still take your PlayStation on trips?
No.
No. You probably don't have enough time now. Huh?
No.
Yeah. You're getting after it on those trips.
Yeah. I wanted to focus for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do you got to do? What do you got to do to get to that director spot? Do you have a game plan?
Well, I kind of know the script already, just in the back of my head. And you do need to like revise a bit on it, but just working hard, putting up some appointments, letting those close, and then just practicing the script, and then just start self-genning again.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
How did you do when you were self-genning?
Wasn't too bad.
Good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, I was just kind of going off of what I just knew myself. I didn't have any like other people who had years of experience of closing to sit in there with me and be like, all right, this is how you could have done better. I was just in there. I either closed it or I didn't. And I'm just like sitting there. I'm like, what could I have done? You know, trying to talk to myself.
That shit's tough, dude. If you were able to find success in a situation like that, you're going to kill it with a support system. So
exactly.
I'm glad to have you back, dude. We're going to take it over.
Yeah. That's why I'm excited to be here.
Fuck yeah, dude. We're going to take that shit over. Ramiro, we're expanding our recruiting efforts. If if somebody's on the fence or somebody wants to look into this and they're curious and, what do I need? What type of experience do I need? Work ethic. What are the important things do you feel like people should bring with them if they wanted to start tomorrow? What should they be prepared with?
A little bit of money helps that way because nothing in sales is guaranteed. But as long as you work hard and get started. But if you don't have any money, if you're broke, then it's going to be harder to put the time into something that is going to give you a lot, but just might take a while. Because for me, it took at least a month, and in that month, my first one wasn't even one that I got myself.
Yeah.
It was kind of handed to me, and then after that one, I was like, that I can't deal with that. I had to go out there and make it happen for myself.
Mm-hmm.
But it took me a little bit over a month. So
Yep.
if you don't have the wherewithal or the substantial amount of finances to kind of keep you afloat through that, then it's gonna be hard.
A little tricky.
Yeah.
Start getting a little bit of commission breath too.
Mm-hmm.
People start seeing that on the doors.
Mm-hmm.
So work ethic and bills paid for a month.
Yeah.
You think that's pretty good start for a lot of people?
Yeah. I had like $2,000 in the bank. I don't know how much. That's not a lot in my opinion, but it was enough to keep me going.
Back then it probably was more than it is now for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when it comes to experience, like sales experience, do you feel like people need sales experience to come and start from the bottom and have a ton of success?
No, I didn't have any experience, and I was like, I'm an antisocial type of person, extremely shy. Doesn't seem like that now, but like in the beginning, that's who I was. And I was extremely quiet. Even when someone was shadowing me, they couldn't hear me. He was standing right behind me.
Yeah.
I was just like, hey, hello, how are you doing?
Yeah. Well, one thing that I loved about knocking with you was you definitely still were a little timid on the doors, but you never stopped. You never quit. And I remember one time specifically, I think we were I can't remember where we were. We were somewhere cold because we were wearing our freaking big old puffy jackets, and I had done pretty well that trip leading up to that point, and you hadn't gotten any sales. So I was, it was in, what's that town in Colorado that we went to with Blake?
It's just under Grand Junction. I forget. What it's called.
Either right above or right under Grand Junction. Montrose.
Montrose, yes.
Montrose. Yeah. So you kind of hadn't had any success, and so I was like, all right, I'm gonna work with Ramiro. We're gonna get him a sell. And one of the first doors we knocked, she opened the door and you started talking, and she was like, I'm not interested. And she's like trying to shut the door, and you just keep going on the script.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, dude, that takes a lot of courage, bro.
Yeah.
To be able to do shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're doing that intentionally or not, but that's actually something that I still think about.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, just keep going.
Yeah, until that door's closed, man.
That's right, dude. That's right.
I would keep going.
So, okay. Well, any advice that you'd want to give to anybody that's kind of looking into this? Any tips or tricks or anything that you want to add to kind of cap off this conversation?
Just work hard, give it your all. Don't give up. Write some goals down, what you want to do, what you want to achieve, and don't let them go.
Cool. Well, that's all I got for you, Ramiro. I think that sums up our conversation here with Ramiro. Thanks for coming. We'll end it there. You guys like, subscribe, follow, come back for more, and we'll see you next time. Peace.